got off the wires. When I close my eyes, disconnected and tired. I see just fired. It's just fired. I was wrong, but I made it right. You came begging day and night. I don't wanna hit the bottom, don't go out of your state of mind. I've been counting 1 to 10. I'll be back when you'll be dim. With my music again and again. I see, yeah, I see you go down. Yeah, I see you go down. I see, yeah, I see you go down. Yeah, I see you go down. And I know you keep asking me, flames and fire. I know you are done with me. It's just fired. I see you go down, yeah, I see you go down. I see you go down, yeah, I see you just fired. Fire. I know you keep asking me, flames and fire. I know you are done with me. It's just fired. want something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees, waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my farmland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club. I don't mind being right, even when we got in wrong. I kinda like making it up as we go. And ever since the second grade when you first caught my eye, I knew you were different in all the ways I like. I won't hide that I'm right, even when we got it wrong. But why you keep playing without the same man? This other little light, the common ground is shaking in your eye. If you could believe me, let's jump in the deep end. We'll jump in the deep end, yeah. I said, hey, we don't need to leave all of the differences aside. But you and I feel right. I said, maybe we don't need to leave all of the differences aside, 'cause that's what makes it right. I'm nothing like you, and you're nothing like me. We don't agree, and that's what makes it right. I'm nothing like you, and you're nothing like me. All opposite sides, and that's what makes it right. Oh, every time that you think it's gone too far, we come a long way, and I know that it's only just begun. 'Cause if you think that loving someone else could ease your mind, let me just remind you, dear, of all the hills we've climbed, and I don't mind being right, even when we get it wrong. No. And I said, hey, we don't need to leave all of the differences aside. But you and I feel right. I said, maybe we don't need to leave all of the differences aside, 'cause that's what makes it right. I'm nothing like you, and you're nothing like me.
just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it. And we may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget.
because I'd go to Bucky's way too fucking often. We had to go to Bucky's to get we got onesies for everybody in the family for Thanksgiving because everybody's gonna be here for Thanksgiving, not Christmas. And so we went and they didn't have all the sizes that we needed, and I was like, fuck it, whatever, we'll go next week or whatever. So
We'll be here in another couple days.
seriously, it's ridiculous, man. They almost know us at the Crossville, like Bucky's. So.
No.
But,
wait,
but yeah,
is the Crossville one closer to you than Sevierville?
I think it's
probably about the same.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think
Okay.
it's like 6 one, half a dozen another.
Yeah.
But
About an hour either way.
yeah. But the only reason I prefer the Crossville one is it seems like it's a little bit easier to get to.
Yeah.
Because it's like the Sevierville one's kind of like set off of interstate a little
the
bit.
way that exit is now,
Yes.
like them leaving, I'm like, this is the craziest shit they
It
have ever
is.
done.
No, whoever was the fucking like city planner for that shit
Psycho.
or whatever. Yeah, dude.
I want to see
It's
it from
wild.
above.
Yeah. Oh, I bet
Like-
I bet the traffic pattern looked fucking
Ugh.
weird as shit.
Yeah.
So. But yeah. So we were. I don't even know where the fuck I was going with the Bucky's thing.
I don't know, but
and yeah.
we started off and I kind of halfway paid attention to what Allie was saying because I realized that all of us were muted. So you said that people are using nicotine pouches to what now?
Like if they have chronic fatigue from having long COVID,
Okay.
that they're using nicotine patches like whenever they're awake and like
Kind of like
just like
as an
anecdotal
upper.
stuff. People have it, yeah, because it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That makes
people have been like, I mean, there's, it's anecdotal, but I'm like,
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
fucking willing to try it because I am so tired, and not long term either.
That's so you made that comment. It just reminded. I was talking to my dad about that.
Yeah.
About being tired, and I was like, "Is this just the rest of my life?
Yeah.
Like,
Right?
just like once you get older, you
Like,
just
I
like."
have to get out of this, or
Yeah.
I'm gonna like drive off a cliff. I can't.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't live like this.
I'm with you, man. I'm like I feel like I'm spent by like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and I'm just like looking for
I
bed.
default to like seeing when I can squeeze in a nap,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like all of the time.
Yeah. I even tried to like lay back down this morning,
Yeah.
and because dude, I don't know, our like trash is just like on a next level. The like pickup.
Mhm.
And like they come at like between 4 and 4:30 in
Yeah.
the morning, and then
What?
yeah,
No.
That's loud as
so-
hell for.
and it's loud as
Yeah.
hell, and it always wakes me up, and then I'm like literally spend an hour getting back to bed,
Mm,
and then I wake up at 6. So
no.
and so it's just like I told Megan, I was like, I gotta go back to bed this morning. I'm sorry, And I laid back down and put a fucking sleep mask on or whatever. Could not fall back to sleep. So I laid there for like 45 minutes, and then I was like, fuck it, I'll just get up. It's just like, oh my God. It's like you get the opportunity to sleep and you can't sleep,
Uh-huh.
It's
Yeah.
like when we had Finn or whatever, and they're like, oh, well, the key is to just sleeping like whenever they're sleeping. And I'm like, I can't take a nap at like 11 in the morning when I just woke up at like 8,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, tell me when you're ready to hit record.
Oh yeah, we're doing something. Yeah. I'm ready. I thought we were just talking. Damn.
Let's hang it out.
Yeah, here we go. 3, 2, 1, record.
You see, ladies and gentlemen, when people tell you that there are unconditional friends out there, it's not true. It's not.
What the hell is that even supposed to mean?
No, I said I thought we were just talking, like, and just hanging out, and you're like, no, we have to do something.
Oh,
Yeah.
Duty calls. Duty calls.
I hate. Okay, I'll get into this. Sorry.
No, all good. And I don't think that we need to. Well, do we have anything to cover prior to starting?
No.
Anybody?
I don't
Bueller.
think.
No, just my super sweet green screen background. I know it sucks. It's not like the best, but I'm
It's
proud of
fun,
it.
Whatever.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
fun.
Yeah. Well, what I'm talking about, like the professional fucking streamers, how they will have immaculate green screens. Have you,
Yeah.
speaking of that, Spiral and or Tangent, Allie, have you seen the TikTok like time period TikTok lives that occasionally pop up.
Yes.
Dude, those people go fucking hard, or like scenario
There's
based.
a guy who like, so you can host a TikTok live and people can just watch it. But they're like, there's one guy who dresses like he's in the 40s and
Yes.
having like the fireside radio chat with you.
Yeah.
But he like stays like, yeah, what about that, ma'am? And you know, like just
Yeah.
the whole voice and everything.
Oh, that's cool.
It's because you'll scroll and you'll be like, the fuck?
Yeah.
What do you mean this is live?
Yeah, yeah,
This looks like from 80 years ago.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's
It
awesome.
is, yeah.
It's-
Not for me, but I respect it.
Yeah, like that amount of detail, and there are some that have like crazy like via virtual effects or whatever. CGI
Yeah.
is the word what I was looking for.
Hey,
But yeah,
VFX
that's
would've worked.
that's fucking crazy, dude. That's a crazy level. There's no way I'd obsess too much, and then it would not be a good thing.
Yeah.
That's like when did you ever listen to the Welcome to Night Vale radio fucking podcast?
Mm-mm.
It's fiction, but it's like it's a local radio show
Mhm.
Huh?
in this like slightly sci-fi, just kind of fucking weird town that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
It's so fun, and I still, if I see somebody reference it somewhere online, I'm like, oh hell yeah, Night Vale! Like I just like
That's awesome.
love it, man.
Yeah.
I love it, but it like took over my life, and
Is it? It's not still going.
yeah, it's still going.
Oh, it is.
But they're like 350 episodes deep,
Oh.
and you can listen to them out of order, but like there's ongoing stuff.
Yeah.
So I like kind of want to just start it over.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, well, there goes all my audiobook time.
Yeah, dude. I like on. So, well, all right. Let's go ahead and start the podcast. and
yeah.
We'll get to it. All right. Here we go. What is up, everybody? You have just tuned into the Tether Radio podcast, the only podcast keeping you from spiraling out into the infinite abyss. I'm your host, Daniel, and I am joined, as always, by my lovely two co-hosts, Allie and Larry.
Yeah.
Yeah. The air horns, man. It just gets the juices flowing,
I love them.
you know?
No, I don't even know what that means. No one does. But it's
Provocative.
Man, we need more
Oh,
soundboard
God.
effects, dude.
I know. I need to get back on it, man. I totally like.
We
fucking
got
dropped
we got
off.
complacent. We got comfortable. That's what it. That's
Mhm.
what it is.
It's true. It's true.
There's a girl that started working at the brewery, and she likes to read. And the other day, she was like, "Do you read nonfiction?" I was like, "Do I?" And then she's like, "Have you ever heard of the Diablo text?" And I was like, "Have I?"
You're like, you should check out my podcast.
She actually pulled out a mic and did that at the bar.
Yeah, right. She's like, here, quick, put these headphones on.
Just grab both her shoulders and be like, but I was like, you gotta read Dead Mountain, like it's so good and they do such a good job. And
Yeah.
like her boyfriend's in the military and he's been deployed and he just got back and he's more into nonfiction and true crime than she is. And he also, and I was like, dude, you guys should both read that book so that you have someone to talk to about it, because you're gonna have so many thoughts.
That book was so good.
Yeah,
It really
It
was.
was. I was
man.
like, why am I not adding this to more? I need to have like a running list of good nonfiction books to
Yeah.
recommend.
Yeah, dude. Whew. Well, if you're hearing us talk about some nonfiction books, that means you just tuned in to episode 322 of the Tether Radio podcast. So, heck yeah, we had a nice little break. We're back in the saddle. We're doing it. We're doing the damn thing. And hopefully Larry's gonna be in studio maybe a little bit more often.
I swear to you, I told Allie this the other
Not
day.
to put you on the spot.
No. I want to. I told Allie the other day. I'm like, it's just so hard. And earlier this week, when I texted you guys that I was getting everything ready, I had Monday off, so I was like, awesome, I'm gonna get everything ready, and I did. I had everything taken apart, and then as the week went on, like Tuesday, I guess just Tuesday, it just started getting busier.
Week went on,
Yeah,
or
it just started
Tuesday
getting
occurred.
busier. And then today I was like, I don't care. I have everything ready. I just need to go over there. Well, the day just took a shit on me, and I was like, I didn't end up leaving until 5:40, around 5:45. So
Yeah.
I ended up getting here right around 6 o'clock. So no, after 6.
Yeah.
So it just sucks because I don't want to be in that kind of a hurry. Like,
Sure.
like Allie was today. You got stuck in traffic, right?
No, I just took too long to eat, but still. Same
Yeah.
thing.
Hey, man. It's just a different kind of traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Traffic in my tummy.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, I'm going to try to just like, I guess, be more prepared to just go over there no matter what after work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rather
That'd be
than
good.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, man. No, it's ridiculous. I was once again when I drove my dad and me to Bucky's, in order to get from my house to interstate, I kind of take like a whatever. I go down to the Watt Road exit, so I'm kind of on some back roads until I get there or whatever. And Dad had not been over in that part of Hardin Valley for a hot minute, and dude, it is just. I mean, it's just exploding. Like there are homes everywhere now. Like, and so I'm coming to terms with the fact that it's just like, oh, I'm just gonna hit traffic constantly in Knoxville
Yes.
these days. It's like doesn't matter what day of the
No.
week, doesn't matter what time, you're just gonna be in traffic
Yeah.
for a while, and I hate it. I hate coming to terms with that, man. I really do. We went out to eat last night to get sushi, and we were going from Hardin Valley to North Shore to Anaba.
Yeah. Oh,
And-
I love Anaba.
Dude, it like we left at maybe like a little after 5 and got there at like 5:45,
Yeah.
5:50, you
Yeah.
know, maybe closer to 6, and it was like this is only like 7 miles away or like 10 miles away. Why did it take 40 minutes to drive it? Like what is happening? And you're on fucking Pellissippi the majority of the time. So, anyway, yeah, I'm just traffic. I just need to like take a chill pill before I get in my car and like do some like meditative breathing or some shit, you know.
I went to meet some family on a Friday a few weeks ago in Maryville, and there's so many people that work in Knoxville that go to Maryville that off time everybody is, so it's like really
Yeah.
rushed.
Yeah.
And it was so like, oh my god, I was just literally sitting completely still, like, and I sent them a picture of my speedometer, and I was like, I might walk.
Yeah.
I'm just getting on Pellissippi. I might just walk from here. So
Oh, dude, it's brutal. And I mean, the worst part is like there's really only one way to get to Pellissippi from our house.
Yeah.
And that just gets so backed up that like that one light near Chick-fil-A
yeah,
will get backed up past the schools.
It's
And it's
crazy.
like, yeah, it's just wild. But anywho, how was everybody's weeks? I'm gonna ask it, but I have a sneaking suspicion as to the responses. So,
dull.
Oh,
uh,
on repeat.
uh,
Dude,
I,
I've been getting made fun of for just being old, and I don't appreciate it. I I find myself explaining my jokes more often, and that's a clear indication that they are not funny because the crowd is wrong, and because the crowd is younger. So I've been, yeah.
Not that, it's that your jokes don't make sense, dog. I've been telling you.
but I think that
Listen,
sometimes-
there were some really good knee slappers.
Well, dude, I think the issue, Larry, is like, and maybe you do the same thing that I do. That I have like an internal dialogue.
Yes.
And then I try to deliver the joke, and I'm already kind of like
You're
laughing
like
at
3
it.
paragraphs in,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
don't know that. Yeah.
Exactly. And then it's like, and then, you know, you accidentally just fucking blurt out the punchline. And you haven't
Exactly.
even told the joke. Or
So,
something, you know, it's
I'm
like,
not
all
a
right,
structured.
back up.
Yeah, I'm not a structured joke guy. I just can't
Yeah.
do it. I think if I ever had the dream of being a comedian, I would have to be just a one-liner or a type of person. I couldn't carry on a whole story.
The next Mitch Hedberg.
Yeah, right. Oh my god, man.
My timing's
have,
off and everything. Just nothing.
I had some personal news. Trump named me the department head of arson and beer.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys heard. There's a lot of new departments now.
nice.
Actually, got Larry has been named the head of the Department of Reading Out Loud. We'll see
Oof.
how that
Okay.
goes. And
Man.
Daniel, yours is long. This is weird.
Oh god.
They invented this thing. You're heading this one up. It's called the Department of Bicycling on Stairs and Pulling Muscles in the Most Unserious Ways.
Yes, I was holding out for that position.
Yeah, he created it for you.
Dude. No shit, dude. I'm never gonna fucking live down the
No.
bicycling
No.
on stairs.
No,
dude.
because it's so funny. Just on its own, if you don't know anything about it and someone says bicycling on stairs, it's already funny.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
Anyway, arson and beer here.
Yeah. All right, man. I was trying to think of like I've been trying to make my way through the fucking stand
Yeah.
this whole time.
Yeah.
I have 5 hours left.
Oh, you're almost there.
So yeah,
You're almost
but
there.
and I'm like kind of sweating it at this point because I'm getting close to the end of my lending period.
Oh no.
So, but I should still be good. I think I've got 7 days, and I can
You
easily.
can do that. Yeah.
I can easily
7
do that.
days.
Yeah, 7 days.
I was reading a
Um,
real slow burn and I
mhm.
was like, it took me like 3 weeks, but of actively reading it,
Yeah.
and it's like 600 something pages, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, I'm ready to be done with this book. But it was good. I'm
Yeah.
just like, I want to read something different. And Saturday, I met my mom for lunch, and then after that, I was like, I'm sitting at Starbucks until I am done with this book. And I did. I was there for like 3.5 hours, and I fucking
nice.
finished it.
Nice.
But it was really
You
good.
said it was good, though.
It was really good, and it was called All the Colors of the Dark.
Mhm.
I don't know how to explain what it's about other than it's just you got to know it's a slow burn.
Mhm.
But it's like a mystery, but like clearly not a thriller.
Yeah.
But it goes so slow. But the last like 10% of the book,
Mhm.
I wanted to just be up and pacing around while I was reading it. 'Cause I was
Really?
just like, shit's finally happening. Oh my god! And I
Dude.
didn't predict the ending, but it also wasn't anything so far fetched that like, oh, it was aliens all along. Like it wasn't something that would piss you off, you know?
Yeah.
So
Say he was dead all along.
yeah,
That's why you could see the
there's
dead
an ending
people.
where it's like, oh yeah, the murderer was actually this guy that we never even mentioned, and you're like,
Wait,
what the fuck?
There was a book that we read for like, or maybe we just read it or something, but it was like, it came out of fucking left field, and then they were like, oh, what a twist, and it's like, no, it wasn't a twist because that character didn't exist until the
Yeah.
last like fucking
Uh,
like whatever 50 pages. Like,
oh,
what was that?
was that unsub?
I think it was
I think
unsub.
it was unsub.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right.
I was actually really glad because I didn't
Unsub.
finish it, and I was
Yeah.
so glad that I didn't
Yeah.
because I would have thrown it.
Oh, dude, yeah. It was just so fucking like they literally introduce this character and then act like it's a big twist, and it's like, no,
Yeah.
no, you can't do that. Like, do you not know how like thrillers and mysteries
Ah.
work? Like,
Yeah.
but anyway, but yeah, so I've been working on The Stand. Probably have that wrapped up by next recording. I was trying to think of any like movies and things. Oh, Megan and I started watching a show called Culinary Class Wars on Netflix.
Okay.
It's like a Korean thing.
Culinary
Okay.
class. Okay, let me
Wait,
take a
did I
stab
say
at this.
Class Works?
Is it like a literal classroom, or is it different levels of fanciness?
Yes.
Do
yes.
you know what class war is?
That's what I was trying to break down. The different levels of fanciness, right? Yeah. I was trying to get on
Yes.
board.
To answer your question, yes, Larry. It's the
Awesome.
different-
Sweet.
but no, it was
Levels of fantasy is a crazy way to describe class wars.
Yeah, right?
well,
Yeah, no.
in Larry terms, it's
No, listen.
it tracks.
It tracks.
I just oversimplified it because I was like, it was class, and then I heard wars, and I was already in it, so I committed. So Fuck it.
It wasn't classroom wars. It was
Yeah.
class
Well, I
wars.
mean, culinary
Yeah.
class, and then you said wars, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah, kind of threw a curve in
Yeah,
there.
fanciness
Um,
level.
Yeah, but it's good. It's a little complicated, and there's just some really awkward times in it.
Yeah.
Like for instance, this last episode that we watched, the judges they're not allowed to like touch the food or see the food at all. Like it's a complete and utter like blind taste test.
Like
But
someone's feeding them?
yes,
I hate that.
no, I was like, they start explaining what they're gonna go through, and I go, wait a second,
I don't
Megan,
want that.
are they about to feed them?
I don't want that.
And like the best part is somebody made these like fucking honker meatballs. And it's like, no, open up wider. Open up wider.
No.
And the guy's just like, and Megan and I are just like, what in the flying fuck is
I'm
happening
one of
right
those
now?
people that's weird about texture,
Yeah.
but I want to know. I want to see it
Yeah.
before like if
Yeah.
I'm not expecting that texture, it's gonna fuck me up.
Well, and that was the thing is like one of them was this like gargantuan fucking meatball
Yeah.
kind of thing, and then the other thing was a soup. So it's like you don't know what the fuck you're
Neither
getting.
of those are easy to eat when someone else is feeding you them blindfolded.
No, but it was really entertaining to watch. I have to
God.
say that. And honestly, all the food just looked like incredible. There was this one person that made a skate, like the animal skate.
Yep.
They filleted that and then put like bacon and something else in it and rolled it up and like pan fried it. It looked incredible, and
Yep.
then had like a drizzle of some kind of sauce or something. I don't know. But I have no idea what the fuck skate would taste like.
No.
I don't even have like
Generic seafood, I guess.
I don't know. But yeah, it's a fun watch. It's on Netflix if you want to check it out. Once again, Culinary Class Wars. Still making our way through Fall of House Usher. You watched that,
I
right?
still haven't. I need to.
Okay, yeah, it is a must.
I was just
for
talking
you.
to
You
a
would
friend of mine
love
last
it.
night about it because
I think you would.
There's a he said, "Have you read this author?" And I said, "Yeah, I really like her. She did a cover. God, it's not a song. She did a retelling of Fall of the House Usher."
Yeah.
And then we were both like, "Fuck, I keep meaning to watch that show and I keep not watching it."
Mm-hmm. No, it is one of those ones that like I just thought it was really well done. I don't
Yeah.
know. Which I don't know. I don't know if I've read any Edgar Allan Poe.
You've totally read like Telltale Heart and The Raven.
So I know about it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I've.
Well, they're short. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
you could read them in like 20 minutes. Like,
Gotcha.
they're short.
Wait, hang on.
Okay, you could read them in
Hour.
a couple hours.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. But yeah, I'd love to check it out just to see the source material,
Yeah.
But it's really good. Also on Netflix. I feel like I'm doing a paid promotion for Netflix. I'm not.
Right.
That's a long shot, bro.
Yeah, yeah. But I think that's and then we're gearing up. Finn's got some I'm calling it oral surgery. They're having to put him under for I almost said put him down. Yikes, don't do that, please. That's my boy. That's my boy.
Sir, my son, my boy.
No, that goofball flipping got a bunch of cavities because he was dicking around and not brushing his teeth right. So
That's exactly how it happens.
you know,
You're a
and
goofball dicking around, you're gonna get cavities.
seriously. No, and then I talked to my folks, and they're like, my mom always gets worried about anything that goes down for Finn. And she calls me and she's like asking, all these questions. How long is it going to take? When's he supposed to go in? Like all this stuff. And she's like, I was like, dude, why don't you guys, once we get home, why don't you guys come by? I'm sure he'd love to have you guys as visitors and, excuse me, bring him like a get well soon balloon or some shit. I don't know. And she goes, well, we got a little like present for him. And I'm like, you guys probably got him like a sack of fucking candy or something like that. As we come home from the dentist getting 8 fillings, you know? And they're like, no, we didn't do that. We got him an Andy's gift card. I'm like, it's the same fucking difference. Like,
No, it's a sweet treat, but not for later. It's for later.
yeah.
Oh,
It's just like, come on, guys. But it's frozen custard, by the way, Larry, if you haven't had Andy's. But it's awesome. And I'm glad. I don't know if Finn will get to use it, but Megan and I will. So,
Hey, might as well.
yeah. But,
Dude,
but yeah.
sorry, I bought mint chocolate chip ice cream the other day, and I opened it up, and there were no chocolate chips. So
What?
Yeah, it
It's
was
just mint.
it's just mint.
That's just mint.
Just mint.
That's mint ice
Full
cream.
fucking send mint. I'm still mad about it. So I had to
Damn.
crush up some Hershey's.
I'm just glad that you made it happen, dude. Or just throw some like Hershey's syrup on it or some shit.
Yeah, well,
right?
if I don't do anything right, other than see, I fucked that sentence up. Adapt is where I was getting at.
Improvise, overcome, or what is it? Improvise,
Adapt and overcome.
Yeah. I love that Bear Grylls fucking meme. It's so ridiculous.
God.
Yeah. So I guess we can just, unless anybody's got anything else, we can hop to it. You guys want to?
Yep, let's
All
do
right.
it.
Do we? Are we going to find out who the asshole is? Because I don't see one.
Oh, is it not on there? I thought I put it on there. I did.
Oh,
put it
would
on
I
there.
be the asshole?
okay.
Got you. I'm used to the AI.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Got him.
Would I be the asshole if I don't know why I started it like that? Lock in, Larry. Damn it, get serious. Oh, letting everybody down. Would I be the asshole if I do not give my partner equity in the house in exchange for housework? This already is starting off very bad.
Man, that's a very interesting
Mm-hmm.
exchange. For
I
housework.
think there's more to it.
Mhm.
I believe you're right.
Yeah, there may be. There may be a little bit more to it. Anyway, this dispute involves the following parties: me, 33 female, and my partner, 36 male. Throwaway.
I expected the genders to be split opposite the way.
Oh, getting damn. Yeah. Didn't even think
I
about
expected it to be a
Mhm.
guy whose house it was, and he wanted a stay-at-home wife,
Oh, gotcha.
and then was mad that she wanted
equity.
equity for
Mm.
just chores. That's what I expected.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right. I have a good corporate job. I bought a townhouse 7 years ago when I was single. Met my partner 3 years ago. Oh yeah. He moved into my townhouse, pays occasional, well below market value rent, buys occasional groceries. I cover well over 80+% of the expenses. My partner is a PhD student. When he moved in with me, he cut a lot of expenses. He no longer had to work his shitty part-time job to pay his rent in a shared apartment with 4 other guys. My partner does do more housework than I, about a 60-40 split, and he cooks more often, 65-35.
What a
Those are
fucking
so
breakdown.
specific.
I know, right?
I do not mind this arrangement.
32.
Yeah.
It's like, what, get the fuck out of here.
Here with a spreadsheet. She's like, I tracked it for 7 weeks, and it turns out.
I don't mind this arrangement. I care about him deeply, and we generally get along well, and I have a caring relationship. The issue is this. I'm selling my townhouse and buying a house. I'm fronting the entire cost, and I'm the only one on the mortgage. Before we moved in, I asked my partner to sign a cohabitation agreement, basically a prenup for non-married people. I gave him the agreement, which he basically said, I keep the house, and he doesn't owe, spousal support in the event of the breakup. Damn, that's deep for a relationship, you know? Okay. We got into a big fight because my partner wants to have equity in the house because of the housework he does. I think this is unfair. I know enough divorced couples to know you always plan for the future. I'm worried about having to sell the house if we break up in order to pay him out. Am I crazy? Am I the asshole if I stick to my guns? There's an edit. A few people are asking why this is even an issue if we aren't married. in my jurisdiction, if you cohabitate long enough, you are considered common law spouses. We are getting to the point where if we break up, he would have a lot of the same rights as if he were to be married, or they were to be married.
Yeah, because it's like 7 to 10 years or something like that.
It's
isn't it?
yeah, it's like 7 years.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah.
I didn't even know it still like was a thing anymore.
It's a thing in like 8 states.
Yeah,
Barely a thing.
I initially was thinking that exact same thing. Is like, why is this so deep for a relationship? 3 years, I get it. It's getting serious. It's your house. First of all, like, dude, the balls to say, "Hey, I've cleaned this place up a few times."
Yeah, I don't
Give
know
me
why
some
that
equity.
would earn someone equity personally.
In my opinion, hard no.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like the cooking. I don't understand. I don't get it.
I don't.
I think that no,
Hmm.
you're not the asshole because I don't understand how cooking and like cleaning up a place that you're living.
It doesn't
Like,
justify
no,
equity and
that's
property.
part of fucking doing.
Yeah,
that.
it's part
That's
of living somewhere
living.
and being.
Yeah.
But
It's like, oh yeah, I mean, you don't wash my clothes. It's like I don't fucking wear your clothes either.
Yeah.
Like, what are you?
wait, what?
What are you talking about?
What gets me though, it's they're approaching the period of common law, and if he does go after her for this, I mean,
Yeah,
she did try to do like an equivalent to a prenup.
yeah.
So I don't know. I wouldn't think she's the asshole. Allie?
I don't think so at all. And
Yeah.
I like probably wouldn't even let him live there if he's not going to sign that shit because
Well, I mean,
she's put all the money into it. They
Absolutely.
basically split stuff halfway, like as far as chores and cooking go. And he wants half the house?
Yeah.
Like, nah.
yeah, I mean, this almost. And obviously, I have nothing but this. These couple paragraphs to go off of, but it kind of rubs me the wrong way that it's like, oh, I'm not going to sign this cohabitation agreement. We're going to live together and everything, and we're going to live together long enough to where, like,
It's almost as if it's planned.
dude. And that's kind of where I'm
Right?
getting, And it's like I don't think that. I hope this person's not just a fucking nefarious asshole or whatever. But
Could you imagine putting
but
that much
yeah,
effort
it
into
doesn't
stringing
look
someone
great.
along for 7 years just to get a piece of equity?
People are
there,
psychopaths.
yeah,
Fuck.
there are some fucking crazy people out there. So to answer your question, yes, I can imagine.
Yeah.
But
Brandon
yeah,
said that
I
he loves the
agree.
hoodie, Allie.
Oh, yay. We're trying to get merch back. Sorry that I'm teasing you with the
Very
merch you can't have
actively
right now,
working
but-
on that.
Soon enough.
Yes,
Soon enough.
yes.
Just in time for the holiday season.
Or the new year,
Or the new year. yeah,
whichever
or the
comes
new year.
first, which would
one
be
of-
the holiday season.
I was like, wait, the store being created or it's one of those holidays? Like,
I don't know. It's all a mystery at this point.
all right. Yeah, man, I agree. Like,
Yeah. I
think
honestly, the
this person's the
comments are
asshole.
all super like agreeing with us.
Mm.
yeah. 60% of the housework does not equal half a home.
Uh-uh.
No, not a, and this is the other thing is it's like, okay, they do more housework or whatever. We don't know what even housework is. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
is
they dust twice a week,
Yeah.
or like he does the dishes 2 nights a week
Yeah.
or something, or like, and this just doesn't. And also, I feel like housework is not going to translate to, oh, he's like re-shingling the house, he's not,
Yeah,
you
no.
know what I'm saying? I don't read it like that. So yeah, I think this is open and close.
Yeah, I don't
man.
think he's like
Yeah,
you said, I don't
so-
think he's doing any work that's going to add value to the property.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's doing some some really solid hardscaping
he
in the
took out
back.
this
If he
wall.
was, she would have mentioned that.
Exactly.
She'd
Yeah.
be like, he does all the chores and also added an extra wing onto my home.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
she would have mentioned that.
He does carpentry in his in part time, So
He
He's
took.
actually remodeled the whole neighborhood.
yeah.
As a matter of fact, he put up this fence. Great fence. Pulled up the
Yes.
carpet. Hardwood floors.
He put this fence up. We call it the spite fence.
Oh, that's my
Oh my God, you just reminded me. I have to fucking fix our fence. I went outside to grill chicken today, and one of the fucking boards is just off of our fence.
That sucks.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to go out there with
How'd that
some
happen? Sun
nails.
exposure?
No, I think it was it was sun exposure, but
Oh, they're smelling.
SON. Yeah. Like, because that little turd hopped up on the fence one day and he had friends over and he's like, they come running in and he's like, Daddy, I knocked off like a piece of the fence. And I'm like, what? No. And what he got up there and he was like wiggling it, and then got it loose enough to where it fell down, like one of the slats or whatever. And I was like, dude, you goofball. Like, do not do that. Don't tear our fucking fence down. Like, who does that? Anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, but I need to fix that like tomorrow. Anyway. Yes. So not the asshole and yeah.
Awesome.
Let's
Big gulps, eh?
Big gulps, eh? Well, see you later.
I want to give you guys an update on that suicide pod we talked about a few weeks back.
Yes.
Dude. So, have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
A little bit.
So there was a suicide pod that we covered a month and a half, 2 months ago. We don't have a grasp on time anymore. Sometime in the last year. And basically you could opt into dying in this pod. How was it?
It floods it with nitrogen.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Suffocation.
And it basically,
Slow
yeah,
sleep.
you get like high off the nitrogen. Well, I say high. You get whatever,
Loopy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you suffocate.
Right.
So.
Perfect. What could go wrong?
Yeah.
So, and then there was all this stuff about like, well, yeah, it's technically legal there, but like, it's also not legal. It's really complicated. Now they have used it for the first time. Used one for the first time, and the woman who died apparently had strangulation marks on her neck, is what they're saying.
Yeah.
They couldn't confirm with the actual people who run it, but she died on September 23rd in the middle of a forest near a cabin in Meereshausen, a sparsely populated part of Switzerland in the Schaffhausen region near the German border. She was the first user of the Sarko suicide chamber. Reports of the physical marks on the woman have not been verified. Newsweek tried to call them and the police, but nobody told them anything.
A real quick interjection. No Agenda was talking about it.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, it's just a matter of time before like Apple puts one out or whatever. And then they're like, oh my God, call it the dipod.
Oh my God.
I was like, no.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
No, that's so good. The sarcopod was designed as a painless and autonomous means for terminally ill individuals to end their lives peacefully. It works by reducing nitrogen, inducing hypoxia, allowing the user to lose consciousness and pass away without physical suffering. So there's a couple different stories about it, and they're all just like vague. There's a couple different newspapers in Switzerland and Dutch is Netherlands, right?
Yes.
I hate that. It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Absolutely kills me.
I was like, in Switzerland and in Dutch.
In Dutchland.
But then Deutschland
is Germany. Yeah.
So, yeah. But several different newspapers have reported that an autopsy had discovered strangulation marks on the woman's neck, prompting the public prosecutor in Schaffhausen to extend the scope of the investigation to include the possibility of murder.
I mean, what?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Like, I guess your pod doesn't have to work if you just choke them to death and throw them in there, but like, damn.
But like, what? what a like that's not even a good crime.
No.
Like everybody knows that if you choke somebody, there's fucking evidence of being choked.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what?
Ugh.
Huh.
So apparently, also the last things she was asked were, "Do you want to talk to Philip, who is the doctor who does what is it? No, is that the doctor? Fuck the story. This site is a mess. I'm sorry. Yes,
Nah, dude, you're good.
Dr. Philip Nietzsche. They asked if she wanted to talk to Philip, and she said, "No, I'm okay," and pressed the activation button. And then she said, then the people outside said, "Keep on breathing." So then the motion activated internal camera was switched on twice in quick succession after a minute and 57 seconds. There was a dark spot appearing on the fogged up window that were likely her knees being raised, which the doctor told police was likely because her body was strongly cramping. And then that occurred after 2.5 minutes also. His iPad made a sound a few minutes later, believed to be her heart rate monitor sounding 6.5 minutes after she activated the pod, likely because the heart takes time to stop after consciousness is lost. And then he apparently was confused by the sound and he told the doctor, "She's still alive, Philip," before peering into the Sarco. After 30 minutes, he had reason to believe she had died and said that she had her eyes closed. But she was breathing very deeply, and then the breathing slowed down, and then it stopped, and she really looks dead. Like,
So
don't we have
didn't you
a way
say-
to check it, fellas?
didn't you just say something about a heart monitor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like normally,
How are you not sure whether the heart's going or not if you've got
Yeah.
a monitor on it?
like
This
What?
this is odd.
So I know that I may be already jumping to, ahead, but you mentioned strangulation marks, right?
Yeah.
Sure we're getting there?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Perfect.
No, that was it. Like,
Oh, that was it. Okay, okay.
I was kind of jumping between the two
Do
stories.
you think that they, because she wasn't,
Yeah.
it didn't
like
work?
it didn't do it. Like
Yeah.
like it didn't like complete.
God, yeah,
kinda
maybe she
thing?
was like unconscious
Mhm.
but not dead, and they choked her,
Yeah.
which is less terrible than just outright choking her.
Man, I don't know. I feel like we're splitting hairs at this point. I just, that's
Well,
terrible.
if I'm going to be killed by strangulation, I would rather be unconscious
No,
first.
no, absolutely, absolutely. Oh my God, that is just terrible, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be interested to see if anything comes of that.
I
Like if they
know.
actually find anything through the investigation.
I
So,
know.
yeah, I don't feel like this is a good
It's not a good look.
yeah, not a good look, and not like a really good example to for future sales of the sarcopod.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it's and this is the best part. It comes with the technician that if it doesn't complete the suicide or whatever, then they'll just strangle you.
We can do it manually,
Yeah, it's like
quite literally with our hands.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, we need to write a quippy like job job detail thing or whatever. Like they put out, oh my god, what the hell is it called? Like if you put out a
The
job
one-off?
description, yeah,
Yeah.
Job
and it's like,
posting?
oh, it's a really hands-on job kind of thing. It's just like
Brutal.
yeah. Anywho, well, dude, yeah, I'm sure that we will, if anything does come of this, one of us will come across it.
Oh, yeah.
though.
Okay.
100%.
But 100%.
100.
So let me talk to you guys about this dude that's getting 10 years of prison because he duped about $20 million in nest eggs from 400 U.S. home buyers. And this was just, I don't know, it was kind of funny to me, just the first sentence, because the dude's Nigerian.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Oh,
if this dude's a
no.
Nigerian prince.
Oh
like-
God.
But that's not where we're going
Okay,
with
go
this. So a Nigerian man living in the UK has been sentenced to 10 years for his role in a phishing scam that snatched more than $20 million from over 400 would-be home buyers in the U.S., including some savers who lost their entire nest eggs. Late last week, the U.S. Department of Justice confirmed that 33-year-old Babatunde Francis Ayeni, I believe, I don't know, pled guilty to conspiracy to commit wire fraud through, quote, a sophisticated business email compromise scheme targeting real estate transactions, end quote, in the U.S. So to seize large down payments on homes, Ayeni and co-conspirators sent phishing emails to U.S. title companies, real estate agents, and real estate attorneys. When unsuspecting employees clicked malicious attachments and links, a prompt appeared asking for login information that was then shared with the hackers. Once the hackers were in, they could monitor their emails. This was actually like pretty wild, like a pretty wild process, and it's kind of terrifying for people buying homes. I mean, like, is it really this fucking easy to just like dupe these people? Not that home buyers, but it's like they basically duped the real estate agents and all them to get access to the emails so that they could look for when they were scheduled to make a payment, and then they'd swoop in and get like the payment information and stuff. And so, and then they'd take that and they'd get it converted to Bitcoin on Coinbase. So the scam was seemingly uncovered after co-conspirators targeted a real estate title company in Gulf Shores, Alabama. More than half of the victims were unable to reverse the wire transactions. According to the record, 2 victims who shared impact statements in court lost more than $114,000, including a man who, quote, tried to buy his elderly father a home following a Parkinson's diagnosis, which is just like fucking, so gross, man. Yeah. So, as if home buying isn't stressful enough, victims, quote, felt significant shame, despair, and depression, end quote, after being targeted at such an emotional time. U.S. Attorney Sean P. Costello noted that cybercrimes, quote, can cause substantial and lasting harm to victims in an instant. They're still looking for the other 2 co-defendants, and they were saying that online fraud increased by 22% between 2022 and 2023. In a year, it went up almost a fucking quarter.
God,
isn't that wild? So, and they said that fraudsters snatched more than $12.5 billion in total from Americans last year. So, I don't know, man. Obviously, this is a fucking issue, and I really hope something comes of this. And I feel like our like home buying stuff or the process for that is so antiquated these days that it's like, I don't know, fraud's always going to exist. So
yeah,
but just sucks for these people. I mean, my gosh, man, $20 million from 400 people or 400 buyers. That's just insane. Anyway, that's all I have for that one. I just thought that was kind of a wild process, that it was like implementing like social engineering and just like waiting for the right time. And I don't know, it was kind of interesting. But anyway, where we want to head from here, guys?
Well, do you want to talk about this study about fetishes, Allie? This is right up your alley. Ha! Get it?
I'm kink shaming.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Kink shaming hat on.
It's always on.
It's
You
always
can't see it, but it's there.
So
Small.
yeah, this is the most I guess tabloid thing that we could possibly cover today. So here it is. I'm a sexual perversion expert.
That's not a thing.
No, it's not a thing.
That's just somebody that watches the hub a lot.
yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
You're just on 4chan too much, dog. Like, log off.
Facts.
I'm a power user.
Oh no. These are the weirdest fetishes I've ever studied, quote unquote. study. So the words. The weird world of sex can be bewildering, even for an expert. Dr. Mark Griffiths is a social psychologist who studies paraphilia, a sexual trait known colloquially, as a fetish.
Nice.
In a new article for the damn it, man, I try not to laugh and I try to hold it together, but I couldn't. All right.
What is the so paranormal is like outside of normal, right? Like what does para actually like translate to?
I think it can mean a few different things.
Because I was just trying to like take that up, but like different love or something like that.
It can mean there's literally a list of like 10 things. It can
Oh,
be
wow.
beside or alongside, beyond, related to, abnormal, in a subsidiary capacity.
What?
So like a paramedical.
Gotcha. Okay.
Resembling, in chemistry, a modification, a polymer, or a derivative of a specified substance. In medicine, it can mean a secondary or accessory capacity, functionally disordered or abnormal. And then in nuclear physics, I don't care.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So, So it's like probably like adjacent to love or something, or like beyond love.
Yeah, probably like obsession.
Yeah. Okay. I was just.
Yeah, like beyond love in the sense that it's like too much love.
Yeah. You love it too much. You love it too much.
Makes sense. Damn, first time. All right. So in a new article for The Conversation, Griffiths, her last name fucks me up.
The first name's Mark, dog. So
Okay, Dr. Mark, a professor of behavioral addiction at Nottingham Trent University, revealed the 5 most shocking sexual obsessions he's ever come across in his research. Paraphilias are typically accompanied by intense sexual arousal to unconventional or non-sexual stimulants or stimuli. Yeah, such as enemas. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so that's new.
Clismophilia.
Statues. You can do the medical terms. How about that? Statues.
Shit.
a galmetophilia,
Thank you.
I'm gonna go ahead and let Allie take those.
Teeth
odontophilia,
and vomit.
ametophilia.
Oh, vomit.
Anyway.
I know people that are ametophobic, which means like they like really hate vomit.
Yeah. Do you guys care that much about vomiting? I mean, I don't seek out vomiting, but it doesn't bother me.
I don't mind it myself, but I feel like if someone near me vomits, I'm gonna vomit.
Oh,
I feel
really?
like I'm gonna be like a sympathy vomiter.
Sympathy vomit.
Like if I smell it, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
That show title.
Yeah. Maybe.
Probably.
Oh man, I don't know. I guess it depends on for me. So depending on how I feel, I can handle this.
I usually feel way better after I vomit if I feel like I need.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
That's what I'm like. Like
Yeah.
if I'm to the point of vomiting or like feeling that I need to vomit, that it's like I'm just like, man, I'm gonna feel so much better after. So.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So he wrote. He's got a book. It's called Sexual Perversions and Paraphilias, an A to Z. So there you go. Go ahead and reserve that at your local library and pre-order it.
Available
Yeah.
for pre-order.
Man, so this is just a fucking ad.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So let's get into the
Native
list.
ad.
All right. So we have vorarophilia. So this says perhaps one of the most high-profile examples of vorarophilia to date would be the actor Armie Hammer, who in 2021 was accused by an ex-girlfriend of harboring cannibalism fetishes or fantasies.
We covered that.
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely remember that name. It was a fucking weird name.
Yeah.
Armie Hammer. Like what? That's a damn made ass up name.
So let's see here. However, rumors about the quote unquote "call me by your name" star's most debased proclivities. Thank you. Jeez. Pale in comparison to Army Muse. I don't know how to pronounce that name. And
I don't
Burn.
even know where we are.
Right above the picture. Meiwes. Muse. I'll skip it.
Remember how we were just gonna say it and keep
Yeah.
going?
Yeah.
Just
gonna-
cruise.
Because now no one knows what the fuck this sentence was about.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. So this guy posted around 60 online advertisements seeking someone who would agree to be eaten before meeting the other guy, Brandis, which is the guy who volunteered to be eaten in March 2002. I think this is also what Rammstein wrote about in his song. I forgot the title, but
Eating people. Nom 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 nom.
yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, it is. So this guy, the inviter, he invited someone to come to his house where he would bite the tip of his penis off, and then they could both eat it.
Dude, this guy does look like a tip biter.
So
Yeah.
that's what that was talking about. Anyway, eproctophilia is another one. So Dr. What's his face, Dr. Mark is claims to have published the first case study on eproctophiles, those turned on by flatulence. Okay. Sweet.
That's how I got Megan.
Uh,
I'm kidding.
So I'm not going to read too much into him. So the next one, optemophilia. Both
Nope.
nope.
Apotemnophilia?
Apotemnophilia. I'm probably not the best person to read these words.
Yeah.
Both real and imagined amputations are involved in this fear, or sorry, obsession. Some of these people need only to fantasize about being amputated or engaging in sex with someone who is an amputee. A few, however, have gone so far to attempt to trick surgeons into cutting off limbs.
Yikes.
There's this other one called dacryphilia, which is being turned on by tears. There is sclerophilia, which is getting down and dirty. Sclerophiles who are aroused by the sight of filth and unkempt bedmates.
Ugh.
Man, that sounds oof.
So great struggle for me. New knowledge for you guys. You're welcome. That is my list.
Hey, I do want to say the one about the amputation. There's a quote that says, "This might seem like a type of masochism, but case studies suggest that there is no eroticization of pain, only of the healed amputated stump."
Wait,
That doesn't make
So,
me
like,
feel
I
any
don't
better.
want
but-
I don't want the hurt of getting something cut off, but now I got a stump.
Hey, baby, stump me.
I hate that. Oh, I hate that. Ugh.
Oh my god.
Well, that last one that was being turned on by gross people.
Yeah.
I have the perfect slate follow up for that.
Oh, real quick, first comment. Just when you thought humans couldn't be more repellent.
Oh man, Rule 34, man. There's
Yeah, right.
porn of everything.
Yeah.
Dear Prudence, help! My wife's disgusting digestive issues are her own fault, and it's ruining our marriage. Dear Prudence, my wife and I are almost 30. We've been friends for however long, whatever. We've been married since we were 22. Neither of us have ever dated anyone else, but now I'm thinking it might be that time. My wife had her gallbladder removed 4 years ago, and her doctor gave her a long list of foods to avoid, which she has completely ignored. She continues to consume large amounts of dairy, a big glass of full-fat milk at breakfast and another with dinner, butter and cheese on everything, ice cream almost daily, as well as greasy pizza and fast food, fried food, red meat, and baked goods. She has always been prone to digestive issues, but now has extremely foul, explosive diarrhea 4 or 5 times a day.
God,
live in a
dude, just let her live. No, just kidding. I'm kidding.
We live in a small apartment where I can't avoid hearing and smelling it, even if she has time to close the bathroom door, which she doesn't always. Our bathroom is permanently nasty, and it's not me. She laughs at and insults me for being grossed out. She has messed herself at work, and instead of being mortified, tells everyone about it like it's a joke. The end result is a total loss of any desire I might still have had for sexual relations with her. We've not had sex in almost 2 years, and she seems completely fine with that. For the longest time, she just got mad anytime I'd suggest her diet might be causing her issues. Just now, she finally blew up at me and said that she knows it is. She just loves food too much to change her habits, and she isn't ever going to. I am staggered, disgusted, and baffled. I just can't fathom how anyone would knowingly choose to live like this. Would I be justified in leaving someone who has no regard for her health and deliberately makes herself repulsive? Signed, Donaria.
Nice. Oh man. God, what a hell of a lot. What a lot of shit to unpack there.
It's a pretty short
man.
answer.
Okay.
They say it's not just about the poop, but that would be enough for me. In fact, I don't think you would care as much about the poop if it was something she couldn't help or struggled with or only rarely occurred. The issue here is the clear disregard for her partner's experience of their shared space or intimate contact. I'm not sure why she's satisfied to live in a way that must be physically painful and is obviously repulsive, but that's her choice. Like, she's choosing to do it, you know?
Yeah.
And now you have a choice to make, and it isn't about whether or not you can live with the smell. It's about whether or not you can live with someone who doesn't care that you have to live with the smell.
Yeah.
You don't need me or anyone else to justify your leaving. You can leave because you want to go.
Jeez. Yeah. I mean, that's a good
And
response.
like try to talk to her about it, and her just laugh at him and be like, "Whatever, you can't handle my shit." Like,
Yeah. Oh my god.
I can't imagine. I don't want to have explosive diarrhea 6 times every day.
Well, and not only that, but like, I mean, to the point to where you're shitting yourself at work.
You can't
Like,
make it to the
what?
bathroom in time to close the door. Like,
God. Well, honestly, we're having that discussion with Finn at this point, so we're like, stop waiting so long, dude.
Yeah.
Like, my God. But I know, obviously, we're talking about a fucking adult.
Sure.
So,
I almost wonder if this is something like the wife maybe needs therapy or something's wrong with her
yeah. Well,
mentally.
it sounds, yeah. Oh my God.
That's a weird one.
That's a super fucking
Yeah.
weird one. I don't know.
I kind of want to say trauma, but I'm not qualified to do so. So
Yeah, I kind of want to say like
You think so?
maybe. I mean, but I would think she would have told him if it was that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
God, that's just so weird. I mean, I just can't imagine like eating something that would make me feel that uncomfortable that much
And
over the course of the day.
constantly too.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just an occasional, like, I have a friend who can't do lactose and she
Yeah.
knows she'll do some ice cream,
Yeah, occasionally,
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah.
but not like not ice cream and all the cheese she wants and a full glass of milk and like every fucking day for every meal. No.
I can't even imagine like what that must smell like.
Ugh.
what's that smell
Yeah.
like?
What's that smell?
Give me some waffle fries,
Here's
Dr.
waffle.
Pepper or something.
Oh shit. Yeah, dude. That one's yikes.
I'm sorry.
It's a big yikes.
I've got Twitter open and there's a trend right now
What's
of
happening?
rapey McForehead.
What?
And I knew it was about Matt Gates before
yeah.
I clicked it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna say, wait a second, who would that? Oh yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Actually incredible.
Yeah.
Like be meant for.
Rapey McFour.
I was like, are we naming boats again?
The internet is fucking wild, dude. I love it.
All right, let's see here. Let me tell you guys about a little mishap with Mattel. How about that?
Yes.
Mattel is apologizing after they shipped wicked Barbie dolls with a porn link on the packaging. Don't you love it?
I wish it was a QR code.
Right. Toy maker Mattel is apologizing after sending out a run of Wicked branded toys with a link to a porn website on the box. When Mattel learned about the problem, it pulled the dolls from retail shelves and issued an apology. Mattel printed the URL for the wrong website on the boxes of singing dolls meant for enraptured children and adult collectors. You see, the movie's website is wickedmovie.com, but Mattel printed wicked.com.
Oh.
The first site lets you buy tickets and watch trailers. The second links to girl-on-girl action.
I didn't know of this site.
Yeah,
I'd
we've
never-
all
I'd never
been
heard of
there.
Wicked. You been to Wicked?
What? No.
And that might be a nice
What?
show.
No, of course not.
So we've all been there. You've been there. What?
Man.
And though Wicked is a story about the surprising relationship between two women at university, it's not that kind of story. Mattel assured consumers that Glinda and is it Elphaba? Do you have any idea?
I don't know how to say it. Yeah.
I think it's Elphaba, or not that girl. Mattel was made aware of a misprint on the packaging of the Mattel Wicked Collection dolls, primarily sold in the U.S., which intended to direct consumers to the official wickedmovie.com landing page. It said in a statement. We deeply regret this unfortunate error and are taking immediate action to remedy this. Parents are advised that the misprinted, incorrect website is not appropriate for children. End quote. Then they talk about the movie a little bit, and they said it in anticipation of a family-friendly box office smash. Mattel and others have produced a lot of merchandise for the film. The porn-linking toys were singing Glinda and Elphaba dolls. Retailers such as Target and Walmart have already delisted the toy from their online databases, but pictures of them still exist on eBay. It's a small error. It's a small error. The URL is printed just above the barcode on the back of the box on the bottom right. This kind of thing is a boon for aftermarket collectors. I bet they are like, God, champing at the bit, man.
Yeah.
This kind of misprint with its salacious story and simple method of verification will create a market for the misprint. Wicked heads will need to get hold of the porno URL box to complete their collection. Listings on eBay for the dolls vary wildly right now. A set of the deluxe models of the deluxe models of the dolls with the misprint box is listed at just under $2,000. That's wild, man. This was my favorite part. Over the summer, Mattel announced that it had started using generative AI in its box designing process. It probably won't help the toy maker avoid mistakes like this. And if it thinks it'll make their boxes nicer, they may as well try defying gravity. But yeah, it's just like, man, that's some funny shit. This is what you get for like relying on AI, you know.
Yep. You gotta at least look over it.
You got a kid toy that directs the parents to a porn website. So nice, get it, Mattel. I'll be interested to see how this movie does, because man, they have been like,
it's
I can't believe
advertised.
Dude, I can't believe it's not out. I thought it was already out.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I feel like we've been seeing shit for this for like 18 months. Like, I mean, it legit seems like it's been, well, maybe not 18 months. That's ridiculous. But like, at least
we
like
hear
8
about
to
movies
12,
for that long. Yeah.
But
I saw somebody say that if Mike Tyson just straight up kills Jake Paul in the ring, that's the culture reset that we need.
Yes.
Like, that'll actually fix how weird shit's been since Harambe.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, dude. So speaking of Harambe, did you see some of the fucking some of the memes that came out? They were like AI generated things about Peanut and Fred and Harambe.
No.
Yeah, Peanut the squirrel and like Fred the raccoon.
Oh god.
They had them like all on like a cloud sitting together and stuff. Just like it was pretty amazing, to be honest with you. But anyway, that's all I got for that one. So and I'm thinking, since this is gonna be like a weird split up, you just want to go long on the normal episode tonight?
I'm fine with that.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
And we'll just we'll do that. So all right, rock and roll. Well, in that case, where do we want to go?
I'll tell you where we're going.
Oh,
Where we're going.
Yeah, your shirt is like going crazy.
I know, dude. Hey man, this is what's happening right now. So get with it.
No, I love it.
Remember the shirts that were like sort of reflective material, like kind of slinky. That's what it looks like. That's funny.
Oh man, that's
I got
awesome.
Raven here. So let's talk about this thing with bikes. Sorry, I had to pull it up.
There you go.
100,000 Chinese students join a 50-kilometer nighttime bike ride in search of good soup dumplings.
Have either of you guys had soup dumplings
No.
before?
I don't think so.
I want some, and I want to try to make them, but like the process
Yeah.
is silly.
Yeah.
Because you have to like basically make the broth, and then you'd have to put gelatin in it, and then like cool it so that like once it actually cooks, it melts.
Yeah.
You know? It's like a boatload of shit to do, but God, they look so good. And
They
plus,
do.
it's getting to be soup weather. So
Mm.
anyway,
Soup
sorry,
weather.
Larry. Please,
Soup weather.
soup weather.
Hate
All right.
that. Oh, I hate
Show
that.
title.
I'm gonna go. Soup weather.
Soup weather.
I'm gonna go ahead and apologize for all the mispronunciations of any names, cities, all nouns. Basically, is what I'm saying. All right, and or verbs and everything else.
And,
Authorities.
Words. Yeah.
Words.
Authorities impose restrictions on bike hire after a huge group blocks a highway between Zhengzhou and Kaifeng in China as night biking trends take off. There we go. A nighttime cycling trend that started with 4 Chinese students riding 50 kilometers for dumplings blew up to a reported 100,000 people on Friday, jamming major roads, overwhelming a small tourist city, and drawing the attention of authorities. The pack of students, mostly on public shared bikes, rode several hours through the Henan province from their campuses in Zhengzhou to the ancient city of Kaifeng.
Dude, this video that's like in that article is fucking wild.
I haven't watched the video, but I'm just looking at
Yeah.
all the pictures of just an insane amount of bike riders.
Yeah.
The fact that there are that many, well, obviously the culture is different, right? But modes of transportation, the amount of bike shares that for 100,000 people in this one place.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's just, yeah, it's kooky.
So quote, there's a quote here. People sang together and cheered for each other while climbing uphill together. Li Lulu. Yep.
Yeah.
A student in Henan University told China
That's a
Daily.
damn made up ass name. I'm just kidding.
Did my best, guys. All right. Where was I? Boom. I could feel the passion for the young people, and it was much more than a bike ride. The fuck was this? I'm waiting to get to the plot.
Dumplings.
Yeah. It's
No
way
way 4 guys said, let's go get dumplings, and 100,000 people said, yeah.
yeah.
So let's see here. But Kaifeng quickly reached capacity with accommodations, restaurants, and public spaces packed to bursting, officials said. Videos circulating online show tens of thousands of cyclists filling 6-lane avenue, the Zhengkai Avenue, the expressway between Zhengzhou and the streets of the much smaller Kaifeng, as police use loud hailers to ask students to leave by bike or on a free bus.
Show title: Loud Hailers.
Yeah.
What the?
I don't know what
It's
the,
just
I guess
a
like a
bullhorn.
bullhorn.
It's just
Yeah.
a megaphone.
Right.
I never knew that. I love that.
I've never heard it referred
Hell
to
yeah,
as a
loud hailers. All right, we're doing that.
So, to prevent a repeat of Friday's event, authorities announced temporary restrictions on roads and cycle paths for the weekend, and bike share apps warned they would remotely lock any bikes taken out of the designated zones in Zhengzhou. So also some universities also enacted measures including banning bicycles on campus and requiring students to apply for passes to leave the grounds. It's pretty serious, I guess, because the government
Well, I
freaked
mean,
out because all these people were just
yeah.
riding bikes.
Well, I mean, but like, dude, that's a wild. I mean, what it looks like, and I guess my understanding of it is just the fact that it's like it would be like if 50,000 people hopped in cars back in like fucking or on bikes back in like Hardin Valley kind of shit, you know, and like just clogged up everything, and people just can't get where they need to go.
You mean like that group of like street long bikers that do that
Ugh.
on like Cedar Bluff?
God, dude, I'm telling you. No, I was complaining to somebody else. Like, I understand, like, yes, whatever. Cycle, share the road, all that bullshit. But like,
Why do you have to do it at rush hour?
well, not only that, but it's like, do it somewhere where like people can pass you.
Yeah.
Like the fact, like my big thing is like, there's a bunch of bikers that will bike.
They'll make it a point
fucking,
not
like,
to move.
Everett.
You know?
Well, and they'll bike on curvy uphill
Mhm.
roads.
Yeah.
So it's like they can't go more than like, or they're not going more than like 7 to 10 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
it's too curvy to pass them because you try to pass them and there's no shoulder. There's
Yeah.
like, and I'm just like, dude, like, come on, fucking be a little bit more considerate. Like, it's just fucking.
And it's not people commuting.
No,
It's
it's
people
not.
like out for a sport
Yeah.
ride.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And-
what, on a fucking Tuesday.
yeah. Tuesday at like fucking like 8 kind of thing, 8:30 kind of thing. And I'm like trying to
5
fucking get my
p.m.
At 5.
I'm trying to get my kid to like fucking daycare, and I'm behind their dumbass and like and they're like whatever, Live Strong fucking
And
unitard or
Their,
whatever. You know
their
what I'm
fucking
saying? It's like, fuck you,
$10,000
get outta here.
bicycle.
Yeah.
Fucking A, dude. Anyway, yes, I am hobby shaming cyclists on record.
Dude, hey, I am a cyclist, but dude, no stairs are safe for me.
So just to kind of quickly wrap this up, as earlier stated in the article, it said that this trend started with 4 students making the hours-long journey. So obviously it went viral and people, started doing it. What ended up happening was that when people went from one city and rode to the other, the infrastructure just pretty much wasn't built for that many people all at one time, right? So
Yeah.
they started getting complaints. Police started getting complaints, I guess, saying that they were overrun, that bikes and garbage were just left behind. And online, many students were apologetic for the mess, but defended the ride. There was a strong debate over the actions for the students, the reaction of the university, and whether authorities and media had encouraged the activity without putting in place appropriate support and infrastructure. So at first, yeah, they were happy that they had this thing going on with a bunch of people coming over, but as everything, it grows old and people get messy and shit. So
You know what this kind of like reminds me of? Literally April 20th. That it's like of soup dumplings. That it's
Yeah.
like you got a bunch of like potheads that go outside and like roll like fucking stupid big joints and like just like plumes of smoke and like whatever these places that it's legal or whatever.
yeah, well, they'll get in this bubble and they'll use a leaf blower.
Yeah,
I'm like, dude, you're
it's
gonna
just so
die.
Yeah, it's just so excessive. And
Yeah.
it's just like this is kind of the same thing that it's like, oh, well, all these motherfuckers are gonna hop on bikes and go and like, okay, so they're going for soup dumplings. Is this a call ahead instance? Like, are they gonna have enough soup dumplings for 50,000 people? That's what I want.
Whoa.
Further down, it said they estimated between 100,000 and 200,000.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I was saying 50,000 because of the 50 kilometers.
Oh, I thought it said that somewhere. Okay.
No,
Dude.
you're right. It said 100,000 people.
I wonder if
Well, I mean,
anybody.
I thought it also said 50 somewhere.
Oh, gotcha.
I wonder if anybody was keeping track of the market value of dumplings at the time.
Dude, it fucking spiked on that night.
Buy, sell.
Yeah. The dumpling market was going,
Dude.
God.
Oh my god, you had like not fucking poachers. What are they called? Like people that buy shit and then like sell it.
The day traders.
No, the oh my god, like like they'll buy a product that there's a finite amount of product, and then they'll like jack the price up and sell it on eBay.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. But I don't.
I wanted to say scalpers, but that's like
not
specifically
right.
tickets, right?
Yeah.
No.
I can't remember what the term is,
I
but
keep going back to
anyway.
Flipper, and I know that's wrong.
Yeah. These, you know, that there was some asshole that got there first,
Yeah.
bought all the fucking dumplings, and then sold them for like 3 times profit, kind of thing.
Yep.
10 times profit.
Yep.
So, anyway, that's awesome though. Let's see here. So I have like a light heart. I peeked at I peeked at Allie's.
Man, it's
Yours
not my
looks like
fault.
yours-
It's not my fault.
I've got something. If you would have covered something, I have something lighter.
Okay, cool. Okay. Because these are all.
I took a peek and I was like, ooh, yikes.
I think I'm gonna cover the whale because it's actually the least awful. Because it's fake.
Okay.
A rotting dead whale is drawing a massive crowd at the world's largest lake. It's a statue, though. Like
That's cool.
yeah. Well.
Well, I mean,
Amid the COP29 Climate Summit, Captain Boomer Collective, an organization that puts on location-based shows exploring the boundaries between reality and fiction, placed a giant beached whale on the shoreline of the Caspian Sea in Baku, Azerbaijan. The dead whale, however, is fake. It's an installation that's part of their ongoing project in which they place a life-size, hyper-real statue of a sperm whale beached on the shores and riverbanks of the old world.
that's why it really does.
It
look
looks
like
real.
fucking super
And
real.
it smells real because they hide real like rotting fish around to make
Oh,
it smell
weird.
like a rotting whale.
They stuff it with a real rotting whale.
No, that counterintuitive, but okay. I'm
They
following.
they put a fence around the carcass and they have actors play scientific figures of the fictitious North Sea Whale Organization.
What?
Oh my god.
So crowds watch the actors expertly mimic an autopsy, sampling, dissection, and more on the animal. During our beachings, we see an intensive interaction among the crowd. People address each other, speculate, and wonder. They offer help and they ask for information. The different layers of perception create funny games. Some audience members know it's a work of art, but feed the illusion to other people.
Dude, speaking of this, I had heard of something recently that there's like there's an issue with whales beaching themselves near I think it's like wind turbines because they create this like some kind of vibration.
Oh,
Like if they're close to the coast, which I
Yeah.
think most of them are close to the coast.
I have no idea.
I don't know, but anyway, but it'll like give some kind of weird like vibration and either like makes the whales like go crazy or something, or like it attracts them or something,
Yeah.
and like, but I don't think that it's like a huge problem, but they're like looking
But it's
into
noticeable.
that. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
looking into that because there's more beachings around those or something like
Yeah.
that. But I don't even remember where the fuck I read that or heard it or whatever. But
The organization said that the installation reconstructs the magical event of a beached whale while also serving as a gigantic metaphor for the disruption of our ecological system. And if you just happen to be going to Azerbaijan in the next couple weeks, it'll be in place there until November 22nd. Send us
Man.
pictures if you go.
yeah,
It's hyper real. Damn, that's
it's pretty wild.
It's pretty cool.
I'm gonna have to actually. This is probably like terrible, but I have to look up where the fuck Azerbaijan
I have
is.
no idea too.
same.
I'm like super not great with geography, so
Oh,
I'm not that
Oh,
great
buddy.
with geology.
I am.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not that great with astrology, so I have to look up where places are. Okay. Well, now I have an idea of where it is. Next
You want to share?
Georgia,
Okay, you want to
above
share with the
Iran.
class?
oh, perfect. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's right where I thought it was.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Always imagined it there.
Man, that's funny. Okay. Um.
That's cool because I actually also meant to look up where Uzbekistan is, and it's like very close.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, once you get into like, I guess all of that would be considered like Middle Eastern, right?
It says Central Asia.
Okay. So then what would be Middle
I don't
Eastern?
fucking know.
Because I thought that like Iran and Iraq and all that was like
I think
quintessential.
Middle East is just not like as accepted of an area anymore. I think it's too vague.
Gotcha.
Oh nope, it is the Arabian Peninsula, the Levant. What the fuck is that? Turkey, Egypt, Iran, and Iraq.
Okay.
So it's not that many places.
Yeah. Huh.
I always thought it was like a whole bunch of places.
Yeah, I did too.
I'm zooming in
See.
for those of you watching the stream. I'm zooming in on Google Earth because this is what I'm. Where am I looking at? Beside Turkey, you said. For
Yeah, really close to Turkey.
this is where we figure out live if I know where the fuck Turkey's at.
Yeah, well, I just saw Azerbaijan.
There we go, right there.
No, top.
Turkey.
Gotta go up. Oh, are you trying to find Turkey? Yeah.
No, I
no,
found
you just-
Turkey. I'm looking for Azerbaijan. Oh,
Okay,
there we
you
go. Boom. Yeah. Look at
Yeah,
that.
there you go. There you go.
Look at that.
I like it.
Geography with Tether.
Mm-hmm. So just in case you're wondering, that's where it is.
Perfect.
And sorry for all the people that are not watching the live stream. I guess you'll just have to Google it yourself. Oh man. All right. Well, let me see here. You guys want to hear about how octopi get rough and tumble with some fishies?
Hell yeah.
Yes. I also noticed that we
Oh,
had
you've
the
never
same the same needle story. That's
Yes.
interesting too.
The
But-
on the vajayjay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Talk about octopi.
All right. And I'm not doing this entire thing because it is a beast of an article. So, anyway, so octopuses. I thought it was octopi
Yes.
Octopi.
because they literally say octopi later on in the article.
I think octopuses is technically more correct.
As long as
Oh,
it's not
really?
octopussy, I'm good.
It's technically, I think it's technically supposed to be octopedes. Like octopedes?
No, I can't handle this conversation.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Eject
I
button
don't know.
immediately.
I'll just say, okay, NBC News, I have at it. Octopuses seen hunting together with fish. If they say fishes, I'm fucking writing in. So, hunting together with fish in rare video and punching fish that don't cooperate. So I love this. Which this is not a new thing. Yes.
The word octopus comes from the Greek word, which literally means 8-footed. The original plural is octopodes because it's Greek.
Okay.
In English, the correct plural is octopuses. The older plural is octopi, but it's incorrect. It's based on the assumption that Latin loan words like fungus and fungi should be plural in the same way.
Whoa. Okay. Hey, you know what?
You're welcome.
The more you know.
Yep.
Octopuses don't always hunt alone, but their partners aren't but their partners aren't who you'd expect. A new study shows that some members of the species Octopus cyania marad around the seafloor. I was like, damn, are we still in the name? But they maraud around the seafloor in hunting groups with fish, which sometimes include several fish species at once. The research published in the journal Nature on Monday even suggests that the famously intelligent animals organize the hunting group's decisions, including what they should prey upon. What's more, the researchers witnessed the cephalopod species, often called the big blue or day octopus, punching companion fish, apparently to keep them on task and contributing to the collective efforts. Love this, right? I thought you guys would like this one because
Hell yeah.
just like having like this octopus be like, no, go over there. Hey, I said it over there. You know, you know. So octopuses have often been thought to avoid other members of their species and prowl solo using camouflage. But the study suggests that some octopuses have surprisingly rich social lives, a finding that opens a new window into the marvels of undersea life. It's an indication that at least one octopus species has characteristics and markers of intelligence that scientists once considered common only in vertebrates. Uh, Quote, I think sociality, which I don't like that word, or at least attention to social information, is way more deep rooted in the evolutionary tree than we might think, said Eduardo Sampaio, a postdoctoral researcher at the Max Planck Institute of Animal Behavior and the lead author of the research. We are very similar to these animals, he added. In terms of sentience, they are at a very close level or closer than we think towards us, which is really, it's
This is
so
cool.
wild,
It's cool.
right?
Yeah.
So they talked about basically that they studied 13 octopuses for like about 120 hours. They watched them on 13 hunts, and they observed groups of between 2 and 10 fish working with each octopus. These hunting groups typically included several species of reef fish, such as grouper and goatfish. The octopuses did not appear to lead the groups, but they did punch at fish to enforce social order, most often at blacktip groupers.
Fun little gang. Like, I want to see a Pixar movie.
Right. Oh my gosh. I just love that there's like a specific type of fish that has to like get fucking,
Uh-huh.
it has to get handled a little more than the other ones.
Get fucked, fish.
Yeah. So, quote, the ones that get more punched are the main exploiters of the group. These are the ambush predators. The ones that don't move, don't look for prey, Senpai said.
They look dumb. They look like a Bobo brand of Nemo.
Oh, wow. That's a black
That's a black tip grouper.
That's awesome. I think that was about, and then they said octopuses would also punch fish to keep the group moving. Quote, if the group is very still and everyone is around the octopus, it starts punching. But if the group is moving along the habitat, this means that they're looking for prey, so the octopus is happy. It doesn't punch anyone. So I said, I just love that it's like they stop and like the fish start like just going around the octopus, and it just starts fucking throwing like whatever, I would say throwing bows, but
Throwing hands.
Throwing sucker cups,
Throwing suction cups.
throwing tips, yeah. Oh man. But that's about. They just said that they think that the fish would benefit because the fish can't get into like crevices and stuff, whereas the octopus could actually like scare smaller fish out or whatever by like reaching in crevices and all that jazz. So, that was about it that I was going to cover.
There's one little part towards the end
What's
that says one particular fish species, the blue goatfish, would roam off and lead the hunting groups in that direction, but the group would linger if the octopus didn't immediately follow. You're like, okay, well, we're going over here. Trevor, you coming?
Not Trevor.
Yeah. Oh, but I just
We don't want to go without you, man. We'll
yeah,
come back.
yeah.
We can stay for one more beer.
Oh my god, I just love that shit, man. Octopuses are just so cool too.
They
Oh
are.
my gosh, so neat. That's about all I've got for that one. So, yeah, that's all I got for octopus punching. So,
Octopus punching, that show title.
I don't want to cover either of mine. They're sad.
No, I'm pretty much out. Like, I'm out of articles.
I can do this last one that I mean, it's in my
Needle?
opinion, in my opinion, it's kind of sad just because this lady lived with this for fucking 18 years.
God.
So, I'll cover this, and then I guess we can just we can end a little early. So,
Yeah.
Woman discovers needle left in vagina during childbirth after 18 years of pain.
Once again, doctors do not listen when women say they're in pain.
God, dude, this is.
God damn it.
I do have to say, I mean, this is Thailand, and I would dare say that it's a little different over there.
5 star.
But
5 stars.
I totally hear. I hear you. So, A woman in Thailand has had to endure severe pain for nearly 2 decades after medical staff left a needle in her vagina during childbirth. The woman, now 36, from the southern Narathiwat, I think, Narathiwat province, said a nurse accidentally dropped a needle into her vagina 18 years ago while stitching her up after childbirth. A doctor apparently tried, quote unquote, using his fingers to retrieve the misplaced needle but could not get it. The woman told the nonprofit Pavina Foundation for Children and Women, which she asked for assistance on the 4th of November. So they knew that they were fucking leaving it. That's like the even fucking worst part about this. Um, Fearing more blood loss due to a delay in suturing, the woman recalled, the doctor continued the procedure without taking the needle out. She was soon feeling constant pain in her lower abdomen, which often turned severe. The
Sure.
foundations. I mean, fuck, you've got a needle in you.
Yeah.
Um, an X-ray last year showed that the needle was still lodged in her vagina, prompting doctors at the local hospital to send her for surgery in the Sankala province. The procedure, however, has had to be postponed 2 to 3 times as the needle keeps moving inside her. The woman has to visit the hospital at least 4 times a month for follow-ups to monitor her condition, causing her significant financial strain. I'm failing to understand how it would be more like how it makes more sense to just like watch what's happening than to fucking fix it.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't I don't know. I don't understand.
Maybe it's like as it orbits something, they've got to get it in just the right spot before they can get to it or something. I have no idea.
Yeah, it's just a shitty situation.
Ugh.
Quote, her family is poor, so she's asked Pavina to help, the foundation said on its website last week. Pawina Hongsako, the head of the foundation, said she contacted a public hospital and set up an appointment for her treatment. She also coordinated with the Department of Social Development and Human Security in the province to arrange transport for the woman for her hospital visits. It was not immediately known when she might have surgery to remove the needle or whether she would take legal action against the hospital for medical malpractice. I mean,
I hope she can.
sure. Well, I wonder if the foundation would help with that.
Yeah, I don't
Or
know.
could help with that.
Yeah.
In June, another Thai woman nearly lost her life after a medical team left gauze inside her uterus during treatment for cancer that caused her to suffer a severe infection.
God.
Yeah, man, that is just fucking gnarly.
I don't like any of that.
But yeah, that one was just a fucking ugh. I can't imagine. Like, I understand, like, okay, they have to get him sutured up in order to prevent blood loss, but like, I mean, you're at a hospital. Like, okay, he tried to use his fingers. You don't have like some forceps
Right?
sitting
Like
around,
something
like
else?
anything to grab that with. I don't know. It was just kind of weird to me.
Ugh.
But anywho, that is all I have, and it sounds like that's all we have,
I think so.
right? So I think we're just going to tie a pretty little bow on episode 322 of the Tether Radio podcast. I'm looking at the time. We actually just went a normal time, a normal episode, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
It seemed,
It felt like it was a long one.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe we just covered a shit ton of
I
stuff.
think we got to a lot of stories.
Yeah, we
for
did.
fans, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. You can let us know what you thought. We are always inviting recommendations for stuff to cover or constructive criticism. So yeah. You can send all of that jazz to tetherradio@gmail.com. That's tethereradio@gmail.com. We want to send a special thank you out to anybody that I know. At least Brandon was in the chat. So thank you, Brandon. And yeah, we welcome anybody that wants to hang out and chat. And we try to check it regularly so that we can kind of get you guys involved a little bit more. So, yeah. So let's see here. Be sure to sign up for the newsletter. You can go to tetherradio.substack.com for that. Allie puts it together every week. It is really fun to read, and she also finds little critters. And I'm still like, I'm still laughing over the fucking who's the lead singer for Smashing Pumpkins?
Billy Corgan. That was
The
a
fucking
good
the
one.
world is a vampire.
God.
Oh my god, it was awesome, man. But yeah, so she'll toss jokes and shit into the newsletter. It's a really fun way to start your week. We send that out Mondays. It comes out right around the same time as the episode posts. So once again, you can go to tetherradio.substack.com. You can sign up for the newsletter to be sent to you, or you can go there and check out the current or any of the previous newsletters from previous full episodes. We don't do anything for the untethered. So I don't think that we have any updates in regards to anything other than that. We're gonna eventually do book club, I think, at some
Yeah.
point.
We need to pick another book.
I think I'm wondering if we should just like kick it to like 2024 and just
We
you
may
know.
just, we may
I
just call it about Chain Gang because I don't know if anybody finished it or liked it.
I have been listening to it in the car, and I find myself spacing out. I like it, but I can't stay in it for long periods of time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe we need like a palate cleanser, just like super light, easy read kind
Yeah.
of thing. you
Well,
know?
there's just a lot happening, right? So, you know,
Yeah.
one second they're in a battle, the next second it's like, okay, you're introducing this other person. I'm like, okay, so who's who?
There's a lot of characters. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, so we'll discuss that with all the hosts and everything, and all the we'll say the normal people at
gang.
the gang that normally shows up for book club or whatever.
Yeah.
But we will also invite any newcomers to yeah, absolutely come join us, because it is super laid back. You don't have to finish the book. You can ask as many questions as you want. Get in there, just it's just a fun way to like just get with some buddies and talk about books. I mean, hell, everybody needs to be reading. So I think that's it for me. Does anybody have anything that they need to add?
No.
I don't think so.
No? All right. Well, in that case, once again, thank you guys for joining us for right around an hour and a half for episode 322 of the Tether Radio podcast. I'm Daniel.
I'm Allie.
Oh, that was nice. And
Something new. Sorry.
Well, thank you guys once again for hanging out with us. We hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. There obviously will not be an Untethered this week, but I would say that now that the news cycle is getting back to a little normalcy, we should be able to come up with some more material. So we'll be back at it next week, and I guess until then, take it easy, friendos.
Bye.
Bye. Please clap.